Well, it's Wednesday morning and I'm heading down to a big retail big box store to buy another storage bin because my little office is getting very crowded. And I have one of these plastic 5-drawer storage cabinets. It's about a little over 4 feet tall, about 20 inches wide, that I keep a lot of my old photography gear in, and a lot of that stuff I need to sort through and give away some of it. But I need a second one of those to put all my video gear and my audio gear in, because right now my audio and video gear is just taking up cluttered space around my house. So my choice is either to go to, yes, Walmart, or to go to, yes, Target, or as people like to call it, Target, but we'll just call it Target. So I'm going to go in there to Target and look around and see what I can find. Well, here is the big red box store. Now, of course, I have a really small car, my little Mazda 2, so if I get a big thing, I'm going to have to fold the back seat down. But that's part of owning a small car. It's a little warm this morning, but it's going to heat up, and it's not too bad right now. So it's not super busy yet. I'm going to have to go to household goods. Well, they have these kind, but I'd have to get 2 of them to be able to get it tall enough. Something like that. Or maybe I could get these crates and just stack one on top of another. Well, I got these gray plastic bins. When you stack one on top of the other, it should be about the same size as my old white plastic one that I have. So we'll see how this works. Well, didn't take too long. Oh, that's one. Well, they both fit in the car okay. Well, let's see. Well, sometimes, you know, the back seat in these little cars kind of functions like your secondary trunk. Chocolate covered almonds. So this was my existing storage bins, and these are the new storage bins. And the thing about this whole project is I have a lot of stuff from the last 35 years of tinkering with photography and other things, and you gotta get to the point where you're gonna have to throw some stuff out. Now, I know some of this stuff, technically, I could probably, you know, take photos of each little thing and probably sell them on eBay. Some of this camera stuff I've actually given to some of the local people in my local film photography group, and a lot of people don't want this stuff. Like, here's an old cheap auto thyristor flash. I'm not using it anymore. Batteries are bad. The capacitors are bad. It has no value. Here's a little gizmo that I made for a flip video camera to be able to hold filters over the lens. Right? I'll probably save the hardware, but, you know, here is a charger for a quantum Bantam battery pack for recharging flash systems. I'm not going to do anything with this. Sorry. This is an old electronic flash for an old Polaroid camera. One of those Polaroid 800 cameras from the 1950s. I mean, it's a historical object, but it has no value. Some homemade bandolero style camera straps. Maybe I'll save the strapping itself for some other project. All these little bags I've saved up over the years, cardboard boxes. Oh, filters for still photography. All these little boxes, they just take up too much room. I just thread all the filters together. Manufacturer's camera straps, the ones that come with cameras, I never use them. Sorry, I don't know why I've saved them. It's just a bunch of clutter. This is a little plastic gizmo for a Holga camera where you can mask down the film. Sorry, I don't even have that camera anymore. Look at this. Here is a Polaroid 4x5 film holder. I could probably give that away, but I don't think anybody wants it. Here's an empty box to an Olympus point-and-shoot camera that got stolen a few years ago, so that's of no value to me. I have bags, like camera bags, little oddball kind of bags that I've collected over the years. I'll probably put all those in a big trash bag and put them in my storage building. These kind of bags I've saved over the years. More filter containers, and just a bunch of little miscellaneous stuff like a lens cleaning pen. I don't know. Just all this stuff. Got to get rid of it. So what I've done with the filters is I've just threaded them all together and based on thread size. So 62 millimeter, and I have all the edges aligned so I can tell what kind of filter they are. These are all the 55 millimeters. These are 52, and I have a couple 49 millimeters. So I just basically organized them by size. I'll put each set in a different baggie. Done. So there's a lot of little odds and ends, little bits that I like to save in these clear bags, like little threaded adapters and little set screws and the little 3/8 to 1/4 20 adapters, and just little miscellaneous knickknacks that you don't know where else to put. Just put them in a little bag like that. So all of this paper stuff, I'm going to recycle all this. All the plastics that I'm not using are going to get recycled. So I'm going to go through all this and sift through it and dispose of it properly. Okay, so I have a bag of camera straps, and we're going to give this to one of the veterans associations. They can maybe sell them at a thrift store. And a bag of bags. These are all those little kind of zippered little plastic bags you get when you buy socks and underwear and t-shirts and stuff, and they're kind of good for storing stuff in. And I have a bunch of empty storage bags or carrying bags. I'm going to nest them all together and store them out, probably in my shed. Okay, so we've done a little organization. This one right here is film camera kits and some specialty cameras. This is some Instax film, miscellaneous film, and a couple different camera kits. This is more classic cameras from my collection. This is audio cassette tape stuff, my field recorder kit. And this is my large format stuff. Over here in the new bin, this is all microphone related, audio related for video use. This is micro 4/3 digital stuff and some miscellaneous things like AC adapter for a car, mostly micro 4/3. Empty for future storage. This one has a little bit of lighting stuff, battery chargers, miscellaneous stuff. A lot more room for more stuff, which is nice. And the bottom one is handheld tripods, mounting systems, things like my LED light panel and my external monitor, stuff like that. So plenty of extra room in the new bin for more storage of stuff, which is what I wanted. You're like me and you have a variety of interests and subjects that you've been pursuing for decades. It's obviously natural that you're going to build up an enormous amount of clutter, just all the little bits and odds and ends. And I was really glad that I went through this whole process. I've been meaning to do this for quite a while. And all the plastic bags to recycle and all the cardboard instruction manuals and little liners for the containers and just everything paper, cardboard, recycle that. Then all those plastic containers for the filters. I got all my filters organized by size, by thread size. They're all stacked together, easy to find now. And some of the old electronic stuff I'm recycling because the city has a recycle program. Some of the other stuff I'm giving it away to the disabled veterans. They sell it at thrift stores. Boy, it's great decluttering and getting rid of some of this stuff. And I have a lot of my old classic camera collections. I have them now stored a little bit better, more organized. I have my video stuff now in the new bins, more organized, and I have more room for future things. A couple empty drawers and a few other drawers that are not totally full yet. So it was a lot of fun decluttering my technology corner of my office, but I have a lot of paper clutter that I need to deal with in the future. And I just want to encourage you guys, if you're a hobbyist, if you have a kind of a technology hobby or whatever, it takes up a lot of gear, takes up a lot of room, I encourage you to get some storage going and start organizing it. It really helps you to be more creative when you can find things and organize. I think organization is one of the keys to creativity. Well, I hope this encourages you guys to stay creative, keep your stuff organized, and until next time, have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.